Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. We are talking about graphic designing, and in this session I am going to talk about how graphic designing is very useful skill for web development. I am going to share a lot of different things, so take a lot of notes. Watch this video till the end, and if you are new to my channel, please subscribe my channel, and if you like the content, please give a thumbs up and share with your friends. Without wasting a time, let us jump into the actual content of video where we are going to understand how graphic designing skill is useful for web development. Hey guys, we are talking about graphic designing, and I have uploaded a lot of content of regarding graphic designing. If you haven't watched, just watch all the videos and you can learn graphic designing just by watching these videos. If you are interested, you can join my community and you can learn graphic designing directly from me, where I have created a lot of different useful videos, live sessions, gamification is there, accountability is there, and I have created a correct path to learn graphic designing in minimum time and become a successful graphic designer. In this session, we are going to talk about how graphic designing skills are useful for web development. So, without wasting time, let's jump into mind map and let us try to understand how graphic designing skill is useful for web development purpose, or how you can work with a web developer to create a good impact. So here is a mind map that already we are using. So already one session we have discussed graphic designing fundamentals. If you haven't watched that video, the link is given here. You just click on it and watch this graphic designing fundamentals. Now in this session we are going to talk about second part, that is graphic designing for web development. This entire graphic designing session is divided in 5 parts, and now we are talking about second thing. Now I am going to give the theoretical points why graphic designing is useful for web development. Now this part we will understand with the help of 3 different points. So number 1, we need to understand what is graphic designing from web development context. So first thing, that you need to understand what is actual graphic designing. Now this part already we have covered in previous session. If you have missed, just go back and watch the previous session and come back to this video. The link is already given here. Now what is graphic designing? So basically it is just an art of making visuals and communicate through your design, through your visuals. Now why we need this graphic designing? Now you can see, if you are a good graphic designer, then you can convey your message in the form of images, in the form of content, digital content, and it is more impactful. So creating more impact is the first need why we are thinking about graphic designing. Now from web development context, you can see here graphic design is essential for creating visual appealing and user friendly websites. Now if you are a web developer, you need to first develop your website and it should create an impact on user. It must be attractive by look, it must be easy by use, and it must create an impact on viewer. So this is very important, and therefore we need to understand graphic designing. Now second point, that we need to understand what are benefits of learning graphic designing. If you are a web developer or if you are a graphic designer, then how graphic designing skill gives you advantages while working with a web developer. Now here I am going to give you 4 different benefits of learning graphic designing if you are a web developer. Number 1 is first impression matters. So whenever any user comes to your website, the first impression that your website is going to create is very important. So first impression matters, and therefore to create that first impression, you must make your website very attractive, clear, and impactful, and therefore you must learn graphic designing skills for it. Now often the first interaction a user has with your brand. So whenever any user comes on the home page first time on your website, it is watching the brand. It is not only watching the content what you are going to display it is communicating with your brand. So first impression of your brand is very important, and therefore you have to think a lot of different angles of your website: font style, colors, the culture, the product that you are going to pitch, what message exactly you want to give, whether you are going to just create awareness, or you want to get orders through your website, or you want to sell something. So it depends what actually you want from the customer, what is the purpose of your website, and accordingly you have to design. You must understand what type of viewers are coming on your website, and you understand the psychology of those viewers. You need to understand the culture of those viewers, and then you have to create your actual designs. And if you are a good graphic designer, you can create this first impression on users, and definitely it is going to help you in making the good brand in market. Now, second one, that is again about experience of user, UX. What kind of feel viewers are going to get from your website? Now here you need to understand a good graphic design enhances user experience, the feel, the emotions they are going to get by navigating through different pages, different links, or different content that you have given in a web page. Now that is very important. Now, if you are making navigation easy and at the same time it is attractive, then definitely it is going to help viewers, and it is going to create a good impact on viewer. Now, if you are a good graphic designer, you can make your website simple, but yet it will be attractive and creating impact. User must remember what he has seen for a long time. Now that is very important. Even after leaving your website, if user can remember what he has seen, now that is the impact that your website is going to create on viewers' mind. So this is what expected by a good graphic designer. Now it guides users through the site, making navigation enjoyable. So when he's navigating from one page to another page, if he's enjoying this navigation, then it is surely going to help viewer, and it is surely going to create impact. And you can achieve what actually you want to achieve from your website. If you want to get a lead, then user will definitely give email or contact details, and so that you can generate a lead. If you want to sell something, then you will create an emotion, and finally you can pitch your product, and you can give the guarantee that majority of viewers will get converted in buyers. So that is what the exact use of graphic designing skills. If you are designing a website, but if it is not getting or if it is not solving its purpose, then the development is useless. So when you are developing a website, you must know what is the purpose, what actually you want to generate through your website, and that should be the goal, and it should be achieved. And to achieve this goal, user experience matters a lot. So first impression and then overall user experience is the second point. Now third point, your brand identity. When you want to create a good impact in overall society, overall market, or when you are thinking globally, then your brand matters. Now brand identity means what? You must use a logo, your punchline, and you should give a same feel everywhere. So whatever content you are posting on social media, whatever content or advertisement you are giving in physical media like newspapers or TV channels, whatever content you are going to put on your blog sites, and finally whatever things you are going to put on your website should align together. It should create same feel. Now this will help in identity, and if you are creating a brand identity, it is going to create a trust in viewers, and once the trust gets created, users will surely join with your company, and you can achieve more success, or your client can achieve more success. Now if you are a graphic designer and you are working with a web developer, or you are developing a website for your client, and if you are using good graphic designs in your website, surely website will get more popular in market, and in return you can earn good amount of money from your client. So you need to give results to your client. if you are a web developer or a graphic designer, your results matters a lot. If your clients are getting results, they will not hesitate to pay you. And it is not just creating a website or just creating a simple design. A successful graphic designer can create an impact through creativity, through productivity, through different ideas, and then your ideas has to be converted in a proper image or a infograph, so that impactfully it will be creating a message in viewers mind, and then actually what you want to achieve will be achieved. Now, brand identity. Graphic design helps establish and reinforce your brand identity. Now, consistent use of colors, fonts, imagery creates a cohesive look that user will recognize. So, your brand has to be recognized by viewers just by its fonts or just by its colors, the feel. So, whenever an user comes to your website, your brand identity will get printed on viewer's brain, and that is what expected to create a long-term effect, long-term impact of your design. Last benefit, that is engagement. Now, when any user visits to your website, the first thing that we must create is engagement. You need to create a proper bonds with that user, so that that user will spend maximum time on your website. Now, same thing is also applicable for your social media content. Now, maximum engagement means maximum impact. User is staying more time on your website. What does it indicate? If my videos are being watched for maximum time, what does it indicate? They like the content. If users are watching my video for longer time, that means they like the content and they are spending more time on my videos. Same thing is applicable for websites. When users are coming to your website, they should spend maximum time. They should see different kinds of pages. They should navigate from one page to other page, so that maximum products and services can be showcased to that user, and finally it will result in more buying. If you see e-commerce websites, they are giving you lot of different suggestions and products you like or products you may be interested. So this is what they are creating more engagement. If user comes to buy a product one, then the user will just add that product one and will go for purchasing or final invoice. But at the same time, the website also shows this product is always buyed with these other products, or you will be also interested in these products, or you may also like these products. So what they are doing, they are showcasing other products and they are increasing your engagement. And if you are watching other products, then there is a possibility that you will also buy another product. So it is generating more sales for company. So this is very important. You need to create engagement of your viewers. So visually appealing design can increase user engagement, and for this purpose, eye-catching graphics can be used for your designing. You need to keep them on your site for a longer. You can create an appealing content, so user will watch it for more time and will spend more time on it. So these are 4 benefits that you can get if you are a good graphic designer. Now coming back to the third point. Now what actually is the third point? Here I am just going to explore that you need to collaborate with a designer and developer. If you are a good graphic designer, you need to collaborate your work with a web developer, or you are a web developer and you also have a graphic designing skill, then you need to work on 2 different skills. When we are talking about graphic designing, it is related to designs, images, the fonts, and how it looks. Whereas when we are talking about development, we are talking about how it is going to work, how it is going to function. So functioning part is a development where we need to write some code or we need to use some plugins if you are a WordPress user. Now I have created a separate video, website designing versus website development. So you just go and watch what is difference between web designing and web development. Now if you are a graphic designer, you are going to work as a web designer, and if you are a coder, you are going to work as a web developer. Nowadays, because of some tools available in the market, most of the time we can develop a website without writing a single line of code by using some drag and drop options, or by using WordPress like techniques. We can develop websites without any knowledge of coding. That is possible. However, it is always recommended, if you are having basic knowledge of coding, you can design and develop your websites in more impactful way. You can create lot of different functionalities, and you can make your website more usable, more effective, and more engaging. So this is about how you can use your graphic designing skills in web development. I hope you have got lot of values through this video and you enjoyed it. You have taken lot of notes. If you really like the content, you just give the thumbs up and share my video with your friends. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe the channel and hit on notification icon so that you will get updates of my next videos. I am going to give lot of other videos in this series to understand graphic designing, and then we are also going to talk about the practical sessions. I am also going to demonstrate different tools and how you can create impactful designing in different things, web development, or even you can work as a freelancer and provide different designs. So we are going to use these tools later on. For the time being, I am going to stop here. Let us meet in another video. Till then, bye bye. Happy learning.